Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. How are you doing today? This is Papa Snow, and welcome to another episode of Tell It As It Is or Shut Up Guyana. Right now, today, of course, we're going to give you a little bit of updates on what's going on with the elections, as well as we're going to be talking about some key points that desperately need to be discussed. Uh, when it pertains to public servants and persons who are currently working with this administration and what they could look forward to over the next couple of months, right? Depending on how this whole thing plays out, all right? So, I would like to thank our sponsors and those of you who are coming on board and all of our viewers, right? I would like to thank our overseas based supporters who continually help us by sharing this show, getting things out there. All the supporters who reach us and support for everything from the cooking show to the agricultural show to the do-it-yourself programs and everything else that I deal with, right? For those of you who know, I deal with a lot of things, right? Okay, hold on for 1 second while I share this because, I do kind of need to share this. Actually, you know what? Leave it as it is for right now, right? But ladies and gentlemen, as you can hear, we've always got stuff going on in the background. Uh, man can't work on an empty belly, so we got Auntie Gayatri in the house. Auntie Gayatri making some nice food there, so that when I done talk and work up a nice appetite, I got something for go and eat, right? Which is something very, very important. I hope all of you have had a good breakfast for the morning. If you have not had a good breakfast for the morning, uh, make sure you go ahead and get that. You might hear the blender in the background, right? And you might even hear the pressure cooker in the background, right? Because this is a live show and we just tell it as it is. All right. Now, there's a lot going on right now in the country, and some persons might not be paying attention to what is going on. All right. As you would know, our treasury is basically in a deficit of maybe billions and billions of dollars. There is almost no money left, right? Will This country is basically living on a hope of oil money. That is horrible. That is completely horrible. To be living on a promise with people who can't deliver promises, right? It's a very, very bad thing, right? And it's important for people to understand completely, right, what's going to happen very shortly here in this country, right? Now, when June comes, and June is coming very rapidly, it's a couple days from now, it is stated that public servants cannot actually draw a salary. Right now, this is going to be very funny to see because I'm curious to know how this administration plans on paying those who are under them right now, who are employed in all of these government agencies, who are employed, even GCOM staff. I'm curious to know, how do you guys plan on getting paid? Okay? Because very soon and very shortly, the money train will run out. Okay? There's only so much the international community is going to do in terms of helping Guyana while we are in a state of a dictatorship with an illegitimate government and a failed elections process. All right? So there's a few things, right, that needs to be addressed here, because I don't think the supporters of this government understands economics. Okay? If you put one in and you take out five, you're gonna be -4. Right? Now imagine this scenario has been happening. Uh, wow, for it's been happening for a little while. It's definitely been happening for a little while, right? At least a couple of years. Until now, all the ministries are broke. The Treasury, Bank of Guyana, I don't even know if they know what they're doing anymore because they keep releasing money. You know, it should be a sin to print money when you don't have value behind it. What has happened in Venezuela may shortly start happening here. And it's a scary scenario because, ladies and gentlemen, when all the money spent out and these fools keep printing more money to pay their public servants or to pay their support base to do government jobs and functions, eventually the country is going to go into such a debt that in the middle of an oil boom for the country, our money will be devalued. Okay? That means, and I want all of APNU AFC supporters to know this. That means your $1,000,000 will not be worth $1,000,000. Okay? Our money would become like Venezuelan money, where we got all the highest figure, but they got no value behind it. All right? Now, I would like to thank David Granger and his administration for doing this. Because by doing this, you have just increased the value on the efforts of another part of this society. And I'm going to work with that part of the society to crush and completely eliminate this plague that has been created in the country by this administration. Right? You would notice on this side of me, to the right, to my right at least, it says National COVID-19 Task Force says no to more vote recount stations. Y'all could keep playing y'allself a scunt. Soon enough, ain't no money for pay your staff. And I'm going to tell all of the East Indians in the country who got rice land, who got farm, who got everything, don't start sending your thing to market. Once you see money run out in the country, lock down. Completely lock down. They want lockdown. Show them what lockdown of food means. Right? And if they come for thief it, have a fail-safe plan that you could kill out all of your stock so they can't thief it. So that if they want to experience hunger, allow them to experience it on the full scale, ladies and gentlemen. Because what they're doing to us right now is imprisonment. And they are using state assets and resources in order to pay individuals government salaries to perpetuate their current shenanigans. And this is a serious thing, ladies and gentlemen. A very, very serious thing. And I can tell you, it's about to backfire on them. Because all the money that was left in the treasury, it done gone, It done gone. It ain't coming back. Ain't coming back too easy. Right? That money done gone. And soon enough, ladies and gentlemen. Oh gosh. Who calling me now? Oh, relax now, relax. I just come on. Oh, let me finish talking my pint now. Gosh. Ay. Ooh, I wonder who this could be. Well, I'm pretty sure, yep, it's Mr. Correa. Mr. Correa, please give me a moment. I'm 8 minutes into my show. I ain't even getting to my pints right now. So please, wait. Impatience is a serious, serious thing. When I was a child, you was my father. Y'all used to tell me about patience. Now I would like to tell you the same thing, my father. Please exercise patience while I finish doing what I have to do. Thank you very much. Right? It's crazy. It's very, very crazy because, patience, people, patience. Allow a man forget the pint across before jumping in all the time. It can be very annoying. Okay? Good. I want to show you some of the stuff that's going to be happening when all of the headaches start to happen. Right? Let me just turn this down a little bit. Don't want to hear that noise. Right? I want to show you a little bit about what's going to happen when money no longer has value here in Guyana. Right? thieving on a wide scale, robbery, vandalism, everything. But ladies and gentlemen, if you heed what I'm telling you, you would realize that the money is the bait for them. Lock off your food supplies because it's coming. Start hoarding your food. Rice producers, everybody out there, stop operation for a moment. I know you want your money. I know you want money, but soon money ain't gonna have value in this country, people. And we can thank the new AFC government for this. Right? Because what happens when money no longer has value? Huh? What will be the important things that people need? They're going to need food. Food is a very, very important commodity. And ladies and gentlemen, when the time comes, those who control the food source, listen, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you this, right? Especially people who know me. When I'm on this show and you see this little live thing like this, please don't call me during the show. Because your name might pop up and you might not want people to know whether you're associated with me or not. You know, I know plenty big boys that associate with me don't really want people to know that they're associated with me because they fear victimization. So please, right, just send me a text message and I'm going to call you back on a slick note, right? I'm telling everybody this one time, right? If you don't want your name show up, if you're scared to be out there in the open, just make sure that you call me after the show. Don't call me during the show because it's going to have an adverse effect, right? But I can tell you, ladies and gentlemen, right, that if we just allow them to continue down this road, and since they want to play style tactic, style them. GCOM want to play style tactic, style them. They want to take time, style them. Ladies and gentlemen, money has no weight. Hold your food. And then when they're done with all the thieving money, whatever little money they come, let them know a bag of rice is $10 million. It might sound like a joke. Right? We gonna make one cucumber worth $5 million in this country because of APNU. Right? Because I can tell you this straight. None of them minister don't go and plant their own fields. They don't go and build their own house. They don't do one thing for themselves. They got their own servants for do it. Right? They got their own jankalar people that they want to put for do all of that. But ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, thanks to COVID-19, thanks to corruption in the system, right? Understand what I'm telling you. You are now priceless as individuals. They have shot themselves proverbially in the foot. So just hold on to your food supply. If you're planting 100 acres right now, cut it down to 1. Because if people who are taking government salaries are working against the people systematically, then the people need to stand up and systematically fight back. If they want to divide the country and they want all the money, take all the gold, take all the diamond, take all the oil, we gonna hold the food scunt. And when you're dead, we're gonna take it back, yeah? And that's how it's gonna happen. This is how we're gonna play out. Let me show you how we're gonna play out. Without not a shot being fired. Right? Granger, I want your people to know you're begging for money right now. You're begging the UN. You're begging America. What happened to this great, powerful black leadership that you had, by? What happened to the, sir? Explain to me is what happening there. Well, David, many of your people said he is a prophet. Did you foresee this prophecy coming? I could tell you, I foresaw it. And your hungry belly supporters gonna get more hungry belly till they eat one another. Right? And don't worry, if they attack the coolie people and kill out all the coolie people, they're gonna starve more faster. Let me tell you this straight. They're gonna starve more fast. Right? And you're gonna learn. I saying straight, stop paying our tax. What are we paying taxes to an illegitimate government for? Why are the business community still tolerating this? And the business community is one of the victims of this. Let them feed them mati. And what I mean by this statement when I say it is not a racial statement. I'm talking about the corrupted people. Let the corrupted people find their own solutions. Because in a short period of time, all the money done. And ladies and gentlemen, especially those of you of the criminal enterprises, because somebody has called me a criminal already, so let me talk to my criminal brethren, them, if that is the case. New AFC got the bag. They thief out all the money. So when they can't pay nobody, I want you to know, they can't hide it in foreign bank account because of sanction. They can't keep it in these local bank accounts because, the Fed's watching all the money. So they will have it in their homes, in their houses, with their families, with their friends. They're going to have it there. They might have some hide in the car. Some can be hide in the secret pocketbook. Some can be hide in the churches where the corrupted pastors there who have sold their soul to the devil for silver. It will be there. I want you to know, ladies and gentlemen. I want you to know. Because this revolution will be fought without a shot being fired. If them want to play bully, let them play bully. We can win by surrendering. So, Mr. Granger, I surrender, sir. I ain't doing no work for you. I ain't doing no work for your administration. I ain't doing no work for any of you supporters, sir. Any of the people that are involved in stealing my freedom and my democracy. And yes, I say mine because it belongs to all of us. You're all guilty of a horrible sin. And I will not support it by even lifting a finger to help y'all as you cripple yourself, sir. Understand what you're doing. Understand it. Right? I know one thing. When the armed forces go hungry, because they ain't got enough food, all you soldier better turn farmer. All you police officer better turn farmer. And they got to understand what it is to sweat in the sun. Like all the other people sweating in the sun for make a living while you rob them. You're going to understand, sir. You're going to understand. Those of you who are producing chicken feed, stop. Who are importing, stop. I know, ladies and gentlemen, you're telling yourself you cannot survive without it, but trust me, if you hold one head, this done tomorrow morning. Just hold one head. Finally, for God's sake, all these years of false independence, hold one head, ladies and gentlemen, just hold one head. Stop. Let us bring fairness to this country. And that will be very fair, because that way now, who refuse to plant will starve to death. Who refuse to sweat will starve to death. I don't even care if you try to breed us out, Scott. Let me tell you what, that picnic wouldn't live long because there's no food. Who importing formula? Stop it. Who importing diaper? Stop it. Let them wallow in their shit. Because as Joseph Harmon said, this is a war. And a very important strategy to war that you have to understand is when a nation is too strong, military-wise, you cut off their food supply. until their own population eat the cunt out. Right? And it's okay, because part of this population learned to live on little bit. But the other part of the population has not. They hungish bad. Everything they see, they must gobble up. So what happened when there's nothing to gobble up anymore? Explain the what gonna happen when there's nothing for gobble up anymore. Ladies and gentlemen, I would advise you, keep some Saigon plant. Eating 3 Saigon leaf is like drinking a glass of milk. It might taste a little bitter, but the truth is bitter. But it's a superfood. Those who got sense would use it. Cut out China, stop plant provision. Stop mind chicken. Stop mind pork. Don't worry. When this whole thing done, you're gonna get back plenty. You're gonna get back plenty. There's a serious thing, ladies and gentlemen. You cannot put bullet in the gun that want to shoot you unless your head ain't good. Unless your head ain't good. I don't know about you, but I could fast. Right? I don't know about you, but I'm willing to subjugate my children to a small rationed amount of food in order to remove the evil from this country. My question is now to the rest of this society. If they steal your garden, we gonna come and we gonna bring your food. Know how you're planting. Have some greens planted with poison and have some greens planted for good. Only the farmer himself will know which one to thief. The thief man will thief all and lead himself into problems. Let me teach you how to fight this thing, ladies and gentlemen. Because apparently people playing dunce like they don't know what a war is. Now mind I say, I never call war upon this country, but I will teach my people how to defend themselves among one. I don't mind getting skinny and mager because my faith is still strong. It is important for you to realize this. The money gonna done soon. Public servants won't get paid. Police officer, military, y'all ain't getting paid. I know how you look at it. You're gonna have to show your true colors. For those of you who are wicked, you'll have to show your true colors. You'll have to rob, kill, and steal. And as soon as that starts happening on a major level, the United Nations will step in. They will put in an interim government. And this charade, known as APNU AFC, will finally be eliminated. And it will be by your own hands. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to teach you a trick here that nobody in this life will teach you. I will teach you how to win through surrender. So, Mr. Granger and your cabal, Miss Lawrence, Miss everybody who is involved, I surrender. Kill me, but you got nothing scum forget. Not one thing. Till you eat your own children for your wickedness. Know what you're doing. I'm calling on the armed forces of Guyana, the military, the police. Step aside from this one. Y'all ain't ready for what coming. You've never seen a fight like this before. This is systematic starvation coming to you. And yes, you might try. You might try for build. You can try for clear land. You can try for do things. But my God shall smite you. Do not be fooled. The shoe will be on the other foot. The real hyenas will be loose upon the land. Understand that the time is coming, ladies and gentlemen. And I keep stating it. We can win this thing without a shot ever being fired. We can win it without opening up we mouth. We don't need for talk. Time for talk done. Time for working for slave wage done. Time for paying taxes to illegitimate government done. Time for putting bullet in we enemy gun for kill we and we cheering it done. It's done. I surrender. You got nothing more you could get from me. The question is, ladies and gentlemen, what are you going to do? Squeeze them. Squeeze them. Make their belly squeeze. They don't like the word hungry belly. So let me show them the real definition of it. Some people feel I wrong for saying what I saying. I get an attack left, right, and center. What you guys did to me, AFC and APNU, from 2011 to now, you're going to pay for it. You wanted to watch other people cheering go hungry. Other people trying for help cheering in the country. Your own supporters trying for stop cheering from getting food. Fatherless cheering, motherless cheering. You're trying to stop them from getting food. But you know what? I was so upset about it yesterday. But then I realized something. You have given me the answer. You have given me the answer. Just like Pharaoh, when he said the firstborn of every house shall die, you have called judgment upon yourself. You want the children of this nation to starve, so be it. But it will not be our children. Ladies and gentlemen, we must make a sacrifice for the greater good. I am calling on a complete shutdown in this country. Show them that money is not your master. Because what's happening now, this money has no value. The devil's silver pieces cannot give you breath tomorrow morning. That silver is worthless when you need a glass of water in the desert that is about to be here. Understand the difference. We will fight by surrendering. You cannot make us work the fields unless you want to be the same slave masters that you cry about. You cannot force us to do certain things. Everything you touch is crossed and cursed. That is why your ministries can't function. That is why it is so much corruption. That is why your health is fading you. That is why some of y'all can't see straight. Because it is not in you. There's no righteousness in you. And hence there will be no food in you. You will not force us to feed you while you persecute us. This is a peaceful revolution. And since all you know is violence, you can never win us here. Ladies and gentlemen, the revolution is real. But we don't need to bad up. We don't need to make any noise. To all the leaders of the PPP, for 23 years, y'all get rich. The average man is about to surrender. Are you going to feed us in this revolution? Or are you going to continue to play bureaucracy and play politics that leads nowhere? Your money and your power for both sides means nothing if you're hungry. So, ladies and gentlemen, I tell you now, surrender and win this war. It is the most peaceful way to do it. If not, bloodshed will come. In the name of peace, in the name of our freedoms, in the name of our democracy, surrender and win this war. When I say surrender, I don't mean allow them to steal our democracy. Stop, walk, take a break. If your neighbor stop work for the revolution and you got a plate of food and it's 10 grain of rice, share 5 with he. It is time to be your brother's keeper. It is time to protect the less fortunate. From those of us who have, we must be willing to open up our fancy houses and our yards and our homes, and we must be ready to help the good people in the country so that we are not all victimized. How can you win this if you stand divided? But what do I know? Just a foolish young man. I don't know much, but I've seen plenty. But one thing I do know is I never see a car move without gasoline. Okay? I never see a bodybuilder lift heavy weights with a low blood count. I've never even seen a man have a proper erection if his blood ain't flowing right. And what is the essence to all of that? It is the food. Take away the food and you take away the stance. Take it away. The money has no value. The value of money is an opinion. It's an opinion. That's all it is. Money is just a tool. It's just something used to represent value. We have been going along Caesar's system for far too long, and we have been contaminated by it. Our fixation of what is right and what is wrong has been corrupted. It must be regulated. Right? I don't appreciate the term, Amanda, apes. I don't appreciate that. To me, that is a derogatory and racial remark. And I think it is wrong. You cannot fix this problem with talks like that. Do not lower yourself to that level. Do not allow that poison to fester within your blood, because it will grow. I do not appreciate any type of racial stigmatisms or commentary thrown around. Thank you very much. We must be better than that. Ladies and gentlemen, and I tell this to all the decent, righteous men out here, enjoy this time. Make love to your wives. Treat them good. Enjoy the time with your family. Some hard times may come, but it does not have to last long if we hold one head. And trust me when I tell you, if we all raise up unanimously, this will stop immediately. Public servants, save yourselves. Because when a righteous government takes over, everybody, from the man sitting in the penthouse to the man running around and lying to followers, and to those of you who are taking and collecting a pay from an illegitimate government, will be facing criminal charges as part of this conspiracy to kidnap this whole country. And no matter what, if you kill me, these videos still there online. You ain't killing Facebook scunt. You ain't killing YouTube scunt. You ain't gonna kill the will of the people, though you're trying it. But the will of the people, we could afford to bear we chafe. We could afford to bear it for a little while. At least long enough until your bullets mean nothing because you cannot eat it. Till your guns have no value. Till your money is useless. So ladies and gentlemen, join me while we put these fuckers in their place by surrendering and not allowing them to use us anymore. We need to focus. To my thugs in the street, the ministers got the bags. The public servants who are working with the government, who are doing nonsense, them got the bags. They can't put it in bank because it's illegal how they get it. And a thief don't stray too far from his treasure. So wherever you find them, the money gonna be close by. But as for we, the decent people, we have no money left. The government has taken it all. They have violated us. Now, we are more dangerous than all of you thugs and all of you criminals. Understand the difference. I want you to know who is causing it. So when you're angry, you know who for lash out upon. I never see a thief man swing a cutlass if he dying from starvation. So maybe this is the answer to all of the problems, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe we just gotta make them starve for 6 months and see how it fly. Who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm stupidity. Maybe I'm dunce. Who knows? But I can tell you one thing. I want peace. And I don't want to see nobody lose their life. So, we surrender. We surrender to working for next to nothing. We surrender to being slaves. We surrender to paying excess taxes that are used against us as weapons. We surrender to supplying all of the things the GDF needs, all of the things the police department needs, all of the things the militants who have risen against democracy needs. We surrender. We no longer give it to you. But now you gotta get what you deserve. But I'm wrong, maybe. I can starve in the process. But the benefit of my sacrifice will ring throughout the history of this country forever. And after this year, not another PNC or AFC or APNU crossing government skunt gonna ever come back because you're gonna be too hungry. You're gonna learn. You're gonna learn. Real lesson now. You're gonna learn what the real fight is now. All the people got to do is hold one head, and you're gonna learn. Peacefully, ladies and gentlemen. That's all I'm saying. Peacefully. All that money they thief got no value. Your food has the value. The Bible is telling you, the only reward we have in this life is that which we put into our stomachs. Everything else is vanity, ladies and gentlemen. Surrender the vanity, but hold the food. And see how fast this fight ain't done. But I could be wrong. Right? I don't have to bring it on, Frank Irvin. I surrender. But you ain't getting food from me. And when you're starving and you're hungry, you're going to properly enjoy it. Because nobody ain't coming for help your hungry belly mother scunt. All right, Mr. Frank Irvin? You're going to starve. Mark my words, as God is my witness, you will see your children knock about for what you're attempting to do to this country. You will starve, sir. Starve. You will feel it. You would think that I took you back in the past a couple 100 years, scunt, when you see what you have brought upon yourself, what you have brought upon this nation. you and everybody that supports this wicked regime, you will feel it to your belly. You'll go white mouth. You can get paranoid and silly and delirious till you eat your mati like hungish pigs. You're going to learn. You're going to learn a lesson. But the good people will be provided for. And that range of good people includes blacks. It includes Indians. It includes Chinese. It includes Portuguese. It includes everybody. But likewise, ladies and gentlemen, when judgment must be passed, you need to understand that the wicked is also inclusive of Coolie, Chinese, Portuguese, black, all type of race. This is not the fight of Indians and black. This is a fight for the righteous against those who are unrighteous. You must have faith, ladies and gentlemen. I am asking all of the PPP ministers who were previously in power, who have made millions and millions of US dollars starting this country, support your people now and make sure that everybody has food reserves. If you are unwilling to do that, ladies and gentlemen, you will see who really has you at interest in their heart. Because I said it before, and I will say it again. Barrett is a smart man. Anil is a smart man. All of them is smart people. Now, if they are all smart people, how come they ain't learned how to beat this thing yet? Why is it that they keep telling people, I want people to put faith in them? Put the faith in yourself, ladies and gentlemen, because it's you are the ones who are under attack, not them. Not them. They can go home and eat nice. They still got servant at their house. Mr. Barrett Jagdeo, you have a couple mansions from what I understand. Poor people gonna need place to live. I don't have a big house as you, but my house is open to everyone. Coolie man, Chinese man, black man, Portuguese man, my house is open. You see it live on Facebook every day. We just live, we just dwell, we just eat with one another. We just sweat, we just cry with one another. Not one of them feeling pain and I don't feel it. Not one of them rejoicing without me rejoicing. So, sir, if you are the leader of all of these people, open up your house to your supporters. Open up your pantries to their supporters. Open up the grain. Let it flow to your supporters. Let it flow, sir. Let it flow. Let your actions show your ability, sir. Let it show your ability. I know you're scared there, Natoya Walcott. You're scared because you know hunger coming. It's coming. Natoya, you ever plow a field before? Or you only read about what your ancestors have done? When the Coolie people start plow the field, we're going to see what type of gardening skills you got, Natoya Walcott. Basanti, you say bills. If everybody stopped paying bills at one time, guess what? Light might cut off for we. But eventually, GPL ain't got money for buyback fuel. It gonna cut off for them too. Right? I want you to know. Internet may stop for we. It gonna stop for them too. Trust me when I tell you this. Phone line gonna stop for we. But it gonna stop for them too. Clive Barrow, I'm glad you say not my house, it is my Father's house. Likewise, heaven is my Father's heaven, but I will also be residing there as well, sir. And everybody who is good will be residing there with me. Unfortunately, sir, you might not be. So I understand. Nothing I have belongs to me in this life. You see, sir, Clive, you are still young and uneducated. You are still uncultured. You are still ignorant. You look at possessions as if this amounts to who you are. You are a nobody, sir. Just like your possessions, you will fade away into nothingness without a memory of you ever being left behind, because other nations will breed into your descendants and they will speak different languages, and you will learn as this planet integrates into a full human collage. You will learn. Okay? You will learn, sir. I know some of you want to get me upset today, but you cannot. Because as I was upset yesterday, you yourself have given me the answer. And the answer to everything is, that's okay, Natalia Walcott. You don't have to live in Guyana. My God is great. You'll be poor. You'll knock about. Your pokey gonna look like hammock when it's done. Because that is what you are relying on. So everybody gonna get a ride in and a swing. So enjoy it. I'm glad you in there in Guyana. That's one less idiot. Thank you for confirming that. Right? Imagine you ain't even there here and you pushing steam for put people here in pressure. You can put your own Mati people in pressure. You're going to see how much pressure y'all bring in. Right? To all of those in the diaspora that have supported this government, judgment coming there too, you know. Don't think it there here. Because in America, you're not really important. It's only a few Guyanese people that make you feel important. So even that is about to change. This aristocratic society that you want to build for yourself will not be tolerated. What do you think? I tell you, I bring in fairness to the board. And I could tell you, one of the things about fairness is hunger. It will fairly affect all of us. Good morning, you want to tell it as it is or shut up. We're actually in the middle of a show, right? You're on a live show. So, you got to hang on for a few. I'm in the middle of a show. Good. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I've got a meeting shortly. And I must bear you a farewell. Wait, Tiara Muhammad, before you try and divide the people of Guyana, pray for our country. No. I done pray. Time for y'all scunt to go hungry. I know you fear the one, because your bullet can't scare hunger. Your bullying can't scare hunger. You can't do nothing to hunger. Just like the system that Vincent Alexander blaming and saying, well, if me is the system, right? Let me tell you, the system gonna go hungry today. You will learn a lesson. You want fairness? We gonna bring you fairness. We gonna go hungry. But you gonna punish more from its scunt, because the regular poor people done hungry. We know what's going on. It is time we devalued everything that you thought was important. Because everything that you are after is pure vanity. The only reward, ladies and gentlemen, that we have here. Oh, gosh. Hold on. We got the call coming in. Oh, God. Stop that, people. Stop that. Right? I got a lot of people calling me. I can't help it. Right? And all of them will not be hungry either. Why? Because that is just the way it is. Right? That is just the way it is. All of them will not be hungry. Right? And provided that everybody know that you can hold one head and we could beat this thing without ever firing a shot, then y'all in real trouble. Because I'm no longer playing on y'all ball field, you know. I playing in the rice field, in the cane field. That's where I playing, right? I playing where the fruits and vegetables growing, not where the corrupted idiots are liming and having fancy dinners. All right? I calling on all the leaders who truly love their people, open up your doors and give shelter and food to some. You say you love your people? Let your actions speak louder than your words. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I will talk to you guys later because I still got to work a little bit at the same time. Because hunger ain't going to fall upon this boy. No, 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 no. Thank you. Have a good day.